back with comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. I'm still not right, I'm still fucked, but I'm not going to burden you with it. My ribs are sore, I can barely breathe, but there's bigger problems in the world, like half of Melbourne comedy having COVID-19. So I did an Impression Chamber podcast with the boys John Dore and Izzy Ali today, and they informed me that one of the cunts in the Melbourne comedy scene, Adam Yulitas, who is pretty much an anti-vaxxer, he runs a comedy room in Melbourne, just a downstairs dungeon, crusty, hepatitis-filled fucking room, dirty secrets. Like, even before COVID, it was dangerous to go down there. If you go in there, it's 100% you're coming out with something. Anyway, Adam Yulitas, the fucking Turkish Kramer, he's been pretty much against the vaccine the whole time, but he ended up getting it, because you have to get it in Australia. And then he ends up with COVID. And then another good friend of mine, Mimi Shaheen, she's got COVID now as well. John Dore reckons he had COVID, but never got himself tested, which is a good fucking point. Why is anyone getting tested? What's the point? Seriously, what's the fucking point? The deal was you get double vaxxed and it stays open no matter what. So what's the fucking point of getting tested? Just spread it far and wide. Double immunity, vaccine immunity, and fucking COVID immunity. And they're not the only ones. There's a bunch of other comedians that got fucking COVID too. Richard Stubbs, he's an old fucking disc jockey, an old radio guy. His missus got COVID. At some gig, she tested positive. So everyone's getting tested and awaiting their results. I find it fucking very interesting that I've been fucking walking around India, no mask, no vaccine, just fucking free balling around India for almost 9 months now. The only thing I'm doing to prevent getting COVID-19, literally the only thing, is I take one ivermectin tablet once a week or every 10 days now, or even like every 2 weeks now. I'm jacked on ivermectin. It's in the bloodstream. I walk around India like a god. These cunts in Melbourne spent the best part of 2 years in lockdown. Half that time, cases were like 100 a day. Then everyone got double vaxxed, and within a month of opening up, everyone's got COVID. You have no idea of some of the places I've been to. Some of the unventilated, fucking crowded, coughing, sneezing, farting, fucking incubators I've been in and come out unscathed. I don't wear a mask either unless I'm going past the cop. What I'm trying to say is it's not just fucking luck. I really want to go back for the fucking Melbourne International Comedy Festival, but it's a fucking massive risk. So the comedy festival is the 30th of March. That's when it starts. So almost 4 months away. It's a big fucking risk. If I get there and it gets cancelled, I'm going to be so fucking pissed. I'm also biding my time so I don't have to get the vaccine as well. I'm just hoping all these people who are getting double vaxxed still get COVID. So people are like, hey, why are we taking this vaccine again? But they always have that fucking clause, that final fucking hook, because it reduces your symptoms. That is an ingenious fucking ploy. Because how can you tell if it really did or not? Like all these people I know... I'm so sick of talking about the vaccine. So all these people I know are under 40 anyway, so they probably would have been all right. I was just hoping that by the time I wanted to come back to Australia, it was obvious that the vaccine is a failure. But they're holding strong with it, so I want to leave it to the very last fucking minute. That kind of sounded mean, didn't it? That sounded like I wanted people to get COVID-19. No, I hope you all survive. I hope you don't get affected by it. Well, not like completely unaffected by it either. Just let me take my ivermectin. That's it. I don't want to take the fucking vaccine. I've been taking one pill of ivermectin every week for about 8-9 months now. And I've fucking been in the heart of fucking COVID apocalypse. And I've come out unscathed. I don't need the fucking vaccine. Thank you very much. I've got enough problems at the moment just breathing with my fucking torn ribcage muscle or something, whatever the fuck it is. I can barely breathe just from that. I've had diarrhea like 40 times since I've been here. I'm more concerned about that as well. Just leave me alone and let me be free. Let me be free, please. How can you even say to me now with a fucking straight face, how can you look me in the eye and say I need the vaccine? It's for my own protection. It's been 9 fucking months. I'm in the heart of it here. And then the argument is, no, it's not just for your protection. It's for everyone's protection. When you're vaccinated, you're less likely to spread it. You still get COVID, but you're less likely to spread it. That sounds like horseshit to me. But even if it isn't, I'll tell you when you're less likely to spread COVID, when you don't get COVID. I'm so confident now that I will not get COVID as long as I take this ivermectin that I would fucking tongue kiss a fucking COVID positive person. I don't give a fuck. When I'm at these gigs, I fucking ask every single gig. I've said this before, but I go, who's had COVID? And most of the crowd put their fucking hand up. Granted, the crowd's only like 6, but most of the 6 put their hand up. It's been a while since I've had a vaccine and fucking COVID rant. I've stopped even thinking about COVID. I swear to God, it doesn't even enter my mind when I walk around now. This guy today was standing right next to me and he goes, like right next to me. I fucking just inhaled his spittles right down to the bottom of my lungs. He looked like he had COVID too. He looked like he had Omicron or whatever the fuck it is. If I'm the canary in the coal mine with this shit, I don't know how much further I need to go down the coal mine. Do I have to walk into the fucking COVID-19 ward with my GoPro, maskless, and lick a patient's lips? Do I have to do that? That'd be good content and I'd be willing to do it. Australian comedian David Boyle dies of COVID-19 after walking into the COVID-19 ward and licking a dying patient's lips. It was brazen. It was a brazen attempt. But anyway, that's my COVID rant for this fucking quarter. When I'm heading back to Australia and they start fucking turning the screws on me to get this fucking vaccine, you'll be hearing more about it. Until then, I hope all the Melbourne comedians survive. Fuck, they've had a bad run. Fucking all that time in lockdown just to walk directly into COVID. Poor cunts. Anyway, that will do for tonight. If you're enjoying the podcast, give it a share around, and I'll see you the fuck later.